Ms. Blackwelder, you're here on a violation of probation. I want to make sure you understand your rights. Do you understand you have a right to plead not guilty and to have a hearing where the state would be required to prove that you had actually violated your probation and they would have to meet the legal standard?
Yes, Your Honor.
You understand if we had that hearing, you would have the right to have a lawyer and have one appointed, as I've done with a public defender?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you understand if we had the hearing and I found you guilty, you could appeal whatever I did in your case to the Court of Criminal Appeals? Now, by pleading guilty, you're waiving your right to contest the issue of whether you are guilty or not guilty of violating your probation. Do you understand that? But you are preserving the right to have a hearing on what should happen to you, more or less. You understand that?
Sure.
You understand that if we have that hearing on the sentencing portion, then whatever I do, you can still appeal what my decision would be and have a lawyer help you with an appeal to the Court of Criminal Appeals. You understand everything I've explained?
Yes, Your Honor.
You want to go ahead and enter a plea of guilty to the charge of violating your probation. All right, and I find she's guilty, but we'll go ahead and put on the proof about the disposition.
Thank you, Your Honor. And she's signing a plea sheet here, which admits her violation. And specifically, it's the new convictions out of Madison County, Tennessee. Those are in the first amended petition. She is admitting those violations only.
All right, you want to call her as a witness?
Yes, please, Your
You'll
Honor.
come around, please, ma'am. You've already been sworn, so just have a seat. So. Change this.
All right. Would you please state your name, ma'am?
Emma Blackwelder.
Okay. And you've admitted that you're in violation of your probation, right?
Yes.
And that's because of new convictions?
Yes.
Okay. What were those convictions?
Like the
In Madison County?
simple possession, paraphernalia, and theft.
Okay. And were you sentenced to probation on those?
1129
Okay.
misdemeanor probation.
Okay. And are you asking the court to reinstate you to probation today?
Yes.
Okay. How much time have you spent in jail on this arrest?
4.5 months.
Okay. And is this your first probation violation?
Yes.
Okay. When were you originally put on probation?
In 2022.
Okay. And if you were reinstated to probation, do you know where you would live?
Yes, I have a bed waiting for me at Archangel's Recovery Community House in Charlotte.
In Charlotte, Tennessee, is that right?
Yes.
Okay. And how long would you expect to be there?
I can stay up to 2 years there.
Okay. So you got new convictions. What was the circumstances of those convictions in Madison County?
They just read it at 1129, run concurrent with what I'm doing here.
Okay. And you pled guilty to those charges?
Yes.
Okay. What happened?
In court or?
Just with the charges?
I was living in an Oxford house up there, and my probation officer I had a warrant for here. And so when I asked my friends to come get me to bring me back to here, they came up in a stolen truck and they stole a trailer while they were up there. And I didn't know about it because I'd been in rehab. And so they swarmed us at the gas station, and the dude who was in the truck ran. And so they charged us all with the same thing. And so it was either take it to trial or just take the charges. And so I just took the charges to run concurrent with here so that I could move forward with.
Have you stayed in contact with your probation officer?
Yes, I've reported every month since I've been in jail.
Okay. How about before that, while you were on probation?
I was reporting, and then I went to rehab and stuff. So.
Okay. Did your probation officer know that you were going to rehab?
Here, right, this probation officer?
Yes.
I haven't spoken to her yet.
Okay. And before you were arrested, did you have a job or anything like that?
I was working as a home health care. I was taking care of a lady at home.
Okay. And you said you were arrested approximately 4.5 months ago
Yes, sir.
on this violation?
I've been in jail since September 7th.
Okay. And was that on this violation?
Yes.
And do you think that you're going to benefit from going to, you called it Archangels?
Yes.
Okay. What are they going to help you with?
They help you get to and from work. They go to meetings. They drug test. It's a sober community house. So
Okay. Now, you got in trouble, you got new convictions, right? Okay. Are you going to be able to avoid that in the future?
yes,
Okay. What do you think's different now?
I was sober when I came to jail. I just got out of rehab, and so going to meetings and getting a sponsor and changing the way that I live and who I hang out with and the people, places, and things, I think that it makes a big impact. And I'm just ready for something different in my life.
Okay. So you think that you would be successful on probation?
I do. I think I could complete it.
Is there anything else you'd like the court to know as far as your goals for you being on probation?
I'm really trying to live cleaner and healthier, and I'm trying to be back with my son. And I'm ready for something different, and I know that I can do it. I know I messed up, but I think if I was given the opportunity, I could really do it.
Okay. Thank you. I'll pass the witness, Your Honor.
All right. State may cross-examine.
Ms. Blackwelder, you said that you had just completed treatment somewhere, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Where was that?
Jackson, Tennessee.
And what was the program?
Jacoa,
And how long of a program was that?
30 days.
And when did you complete it?
In August, and then I went to an Oxford house.
And where's Oxford House?
It was in Madison. It was in Jackson.
Did your probation officer know you were going to all these places?
Well, I was also on probation in Williamson County, and so they sent me there. And so when I got there, I tried contacting her, but I couldn't get a hold of her.
So are you currently still on probation in Williamson County?
No, ma'am, I flattened that.
You flattened that sentence?
Yes, ma'am.
What was that for?
1129 misdemeanor probation for simple possession. I'd been on that probation for a while.
Okay. And you're saying that you completed this in August, is that right?
Yes, ma'am.
Why do you want to go to treatment again?
I don't want to go to treatment, like the rehab. It's just a sober living house.
Okay.
And I think that it would help me keep me on the right track. And they help you get to and from work, so I can save up to get my license back. And it's close to my family because my family lives in Ashland City. So
Did you say it was in Charlotte?
yes, ma'am.
Okay. Where is it in Charlotte?
I'm not just sure the exact address, but I think it's over by the Amish store.
Okay.
It's on Old Charlotte, I think, Old Charlotte Road.
So you admit, obviously, that you just recently got 3 new convictions, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
The theft, the simple possession, and drug paraphernalia.
Yes, ma'am.
And what was the drug that you were in possession of?
They said that it was fentanyl, but it wasn't my possession. I didn't have it. It was just in the front seat of the vehicle so the dude that was in the car, the truck, he ran and he ran over the median and ran through all the traffic and everything. I wasn't in the vehicle, but my phone was in the front seat when he took off. And so because my phone was in the front seat, they said that I was in the front seat, and so they charged me with it, but it wasn't mine.
But the fentanyl was found in the front seat where your phone was, right?
It was in the floorboard, I guess.
Okay. And you were charged with another charge in Hickman County, is that correct?
Back in April of last year.
Don't tell me about it, because is it still pending?
Yes, ma'am. They won't come get me. I've written
Okay.
out to them 5 times, and my mom called up there too, and they said that they don't transport anymore.
Okay. But you have a current pending charge in Hickman County, right? For simple possession?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And you didn't report that charge to your probation officer, did you?
No, I did not.
And
Because I hadn't been convicted on it, so I didn't know that I was.
She's only admitted the violation as to the new charges. That's the basis for her violation.
And Judge, I'm not asking about the details of her crime, only about whether or not she was charged with it.
Well,
And then obviously about another basis of the other charge I feel is
so if
appropriate.
I'm understanding, there is a pending charge in Dixon County,
In
Tennessee?
Hickman,
Hickman County.
And that, Your Honor, is the basis, is the basis of her other, the other alleged violation in this case, and that's not what she's admitted.
Well, I think, again, she's admitted her violation. It's just a question of disposition. If it's still pending, what may or may not happen. So I'm going to overrule the objection, but she cannot be asked about the details of the crime.
yes,
But
Judge.
I think the question of whether it is pending or not is relevant.
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. Blackwelder, have you ever refused to appear for a drug screen?
No, I have, it says I didn't show up for the drug screen, but I never got a phone call, or I would have showed up, because I haven't failed a drug test since I've been on probation.
Okay, but you were using drugs, correct?
Again, I would object to this on the same basis, Your Honor. That's the alleged violation in the initially filed warrant.
Judge, I don't think it is an issue whether or not I can ask questions of this witness in regards to whether or not she admitted to that violation or not. It's still a relevant question.
Even if she's, well, number one, if she's admitted the violation, then she's more or less admitted that she was charged with violating her probation, and she's admitted that. And if she is asking for a disposition, then the question of whether or not she is or is not using drugs or has not used drugs is relevant. So overrule the objection.
Yes, sir.
So you said you never tested positive on a drug screen, but were you using drugs?
I was smoking marijuana sometimes, yes, ma'am.
And that's why you went to rehab?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I don't have any further questions.
I have no redirect, Your Honor.
So you're saying that there is a sober living house in Charlotte, Tennessee?
Yes, yes, sir. It's
And you're
on,
saying it's somewhere near the Mennonite store, Country View,
I believe so. I believe it's on Old Charlotte Pike.
but you've not ever been there?
No, sir, but I have a bed there.
You have a bed there?
Yes, sir.
And you have any documentation about that? Anything that, in writing, that says you actually have what this place is and what kind of reservation you have?
It's called Archangels. I was supposed to meet with the case manager yesterday at the jail, but she never came and got me, so I don't have anything with me.
Step down. Have a seat by your lawyer. Mr. Talbot, do you have anything else?
No, sir.
Defense is rested. Do the state wish to call any witnesses? Officer Bright, if you'll step around here and raise your right hand and be placed under oath.
Officer Bright, you are the supervising officer for Ms. Blackwelder, is that correct?
Correct.
And did you request a original violation of probation on Ms. Blackwelder?
I did.
And can you tell us what the reasons for the original violation were?
The original violation is for a citation that she was given in Hickman County for simple possession and casual exchange, and that she failed to report that, as well as she failed to report for her random drug screen on 4/17/2025. Those were the basis for that original violation.
Was Ms. Blackwelder instructed to appear to have a drug screen?
She was.
And she did not appear, is that correct?
She did not.
So she had notice to be there before your
She did.
office?
She even apologized through text message later that she missed her drug screen.
All right. And then on, did she provide you with any notice of this new charge in Hickman County?
No.
And I realize it's still pending. Do you know when it's set for?
I do not. I just asked Hickman if it had been disposed of. They said no.
Was Miss Blackwelder supposed to be out of the county?
Typically, no, not without discussing it with us.
Okay. What about in the first amended violation of probation?
That is for a new arrest in Madison County, Tennessee, where she was charged with theft, casual exchange, and possession of unlawful drug paraphernalia.
And that's the one that she's admitted to the convictions of, is that correct?
Correct.
Okay. And was she supposed to be in Madison County, Tennessee?
No.
Did you know about these drug rehabs that she said she was at?
The only one I was aware of was Jacoa, and that, the letter that I had received from Jacoa said she entered that on August 20th of 2025.
So you knew she was in Jacoa, which, was that the one in Jackson, Tennessee?
I believe that's where Jacoa is.
Okay. But did not have knowledge that she would be in Madison County or Hickman County?
No.
Is there any further information you think the court should know on Ms. Blackwelder?
I am not aware of any Archangel sober living or anything along those lines in Charlotte, so I'm not sure if that is even a thing.
Okay. Thank you. I don't have any further questions.
Mr. Talbot, do you have questions?
Is there a rule against a probationer leaving the county?
There is.
There is? Okay. Is it that they may not ever leave the county, or they just have to notify
No,
you of
it's
that?
not that they can't ever leave, but I can, let's see. It is one of the rules of probation. Rule number 5, I will get the permission of my probation officer before leaving my county of residence or the state.
Okay. And you testified that she didn't obtain permission to leave the county?
Correct.
Okay. I have no further questions. Thank you, Your Honor.
At the time that Ms. Blackwelder entered her plea back in 2023, one of the conditions was that she was to undergo an alcohol and drug assessment and follow treatment recommendations. To your knowledge, do you show if she's done that?
I believe I had her do one with our office.
All right. Thank you. You may step down.
Should she be reinstated to probation, to take advantage of that opportunity and go into sober living that she described. So she anticipates that she would be able to succeed on probation with the support of that sober living that she anticipates entering. I would also note for the court that she had some significant time on probation where she did well. From the date that she entered her plea originally and was sentenced to probation back in the 13th of January 2023, all the way through she testified that she was arrested September 7. But the court could go through I suppose, the filing of the first violation warrant, which would have been back on 16 June 2025, when the state alleged that there were problems relating to her performance on probation. So that's a period of over 2 years, I think, Your Honor, January 2023 to June 2025. I would ask that the court, if the court does revoke her to serve her sentence, that she be given credit for that period in the court's discretion. The court has the authority to do that. Also, she's clearly shown that she put a lot of thought into trying to get her life together and succeed on probation by making this plan to enter Archangel's recovery house there. And she also has significant jail time that she served already, approximately 4.5 months by her testimony. That is a significant penalty, which the court could stand on in ruling that she's sentenced to the time she's already served. That would be a proportionate sentence for her in this case, followed by her reinstatement to probation. We ask that the court consider that, and then reinstate her to probation with any appropriate conditions. Thank you, Your Honor.
Elder has chosen to continue to commit crimes while she's already on supervised probation. This was her opportunity to be successful, to take advantage of what the probation has to offer. She pled guilty to aggravated burglary and possession of marijuana as her original sentence back in 2023. She has now since been convicted of 3 new misdemeanor charges, including a simple possession, drug paraphernalia, and theft. She, according to the probation officer, she has another pending charge, which obviously has not been resolved in Hickman County on simple possession. She's failed to report to drug screens as requested by her probation officer and didn't report the arrest, as well as being out of county. I don't think Ms. Blackwelder is going to obey the rules of probation. It's pretty clear based on each of the rules that she has violated that it doesn't appear she is ready to be successful on probation. I would ask that she be revoked to serve.
Of course, always willing to try to give someone an opportunity to try to get help if they have a dependency problem. Not sure that Ms. Blackwelder has really gotten a grip on what her problems are. Clearly, she has violated the terms and conditions of her probation not on one occasion, but on multiple occasions. So for that reason, I find that she is guilty of violating her probation as she admitted, and that an appropriate sentence is to require her to serve 1 year, and following the service of 1 year with credit for time served, she'll be returned to active probation, but her probation will be extended for 1 year as well. So she's going to have an additional 1 year to serve on probation, and she'll have 1 year to serve with credit for time served. And that will be the judgment of the court.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Let's go to the Dixon County Jail. I believe this would be Miss Connie Presley. It is on page 18. Ms. Presley, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
I think you're represented by Mr. Spratt.
Yes, sir.
Is there any way I could have Miss Presley? I didn't get the docket. I think I've been taken off the list. If I could have her brought down for second call.
Ms. Presley, your lawyer wants you to have you brought down, so I'll have you brought down as soon as we can get you here. So,
Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you, Mr. Lake.
let your lawyer continue to try to work on your case.
I'll be up to see you, Chad.
All right, anything about a bond?
Well, that's what I'm gonna come talk to you about.
Okay,
Okay.
thank you.
And we're waiting on Rebecca Mines.
Judge, I'm gonna have her sign the plea petition,
Okay.
and this will be a no contest plea with a sentencing hearing. So.
All right, Ms. Miles, raise your right hand. Let's place you under oath.
Yes, ma'am.
State your full name for the record.
Rebecca Ann Miles.
Ms. Miles, you're here on a multi-count indictment in docket number 2025 CR 59, and then you're also here in 2025 CR 294 on a charge of domestic assault. It's been indicated that you want to enter a plea of no contest to 4 of the counts in the first indictment, and that the second one will be dismissed as a part of that along with the other counts. Have you seen or been shown a copy of those charges, talked them over with Mr. Flanagan, you and he discussed the range of punishments you're facing as well as possible defenses you might have.
Yes, Your Honor.
Well, it's indicated that you want to enter a plea of no, would you mute the jail for me, please? Well, it's indicated you want to enter a plea of no contest or nolo contendere. All that means is you're not going to admit you did anything wrong, but you're not going to contest the state's evidence. And as a result of that, the state will tell me what their evidence would be at trial, and I will use that evidence to find you guilty according to this agreement. You understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Understand that you have a right, however, to plead not guilty and to all charges and to have a speedy and public trial by jury.
Yes, Your Honor.
You understand that if you went to trial, you would have the right to have a lawyer and have one appointed if you could not afford your own.
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you understand that trial you would be presumed to be innocent until such time, if ever, the state proved your guilt beyond a reasonable doubt to the satisfaction of all 12 jurors, and their verdict would have to be unanimous before you could be convicted of anything?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand that at trial, you and Mr. Flanagan could confront and cross-examine every witness the state calls to testify against you, and you can bring in your own witnesses by using a subpoena?
Yes, Your Honor.
At trial, you would be presumed to be innocent. You would not have to testify or prove anything. Do you understand that no inference of guilt would arise because you did not testify at your own trial?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand that if you went to trial and you were found guilty, you could appeal that conviction and the sentence imposed to the Court of Criminal Appeals and have a lawyer appointed to help you with that appeal?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand that by entering a plea of no contest to these 4 counts, you're waiving your right to contest your guilt or innocence on those charges?
Yes, Your Honor.
You understand that that's going to result in 4 felony convictions, or 4 convictions, and I think it would be all, one's a misdemeanor, and that at that point in time, we will then be setting a sentencing hearing for the court for me to determine what your sentence would be.
Yes,
You
Your Honor.
understand that?
Yes.
Do you understand that while you're waiving your right to contest your guilt or innocence to those 4 counts, you're preserving your right to appeal whatever I did in a sentencing hearing?
Yes,
Do you
sir.
understand that? Do you understand everything I've explained to you?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you wish to plead no contest according to this agreement and waive your right to a hearing?
Yes, sir, I do.
Are you satisfied with your attorney's? Well, first of all, let me ask this. Is your decision to plead no contest today voluntary?
Yes.
Anybody forcing you to do this against your will?
No, sir.
Do you understand I cannot accept your plea unless I'm satisfied that there are facts to support a finding of guilt in your case?
Yes.
And I need you to listen as the state tells me what their evidence would be if this case went to trial. If you'll step aside for just a moment, let the state come up to the podium.
Your Honor, if this were to proceed forward to trial, the state would intend to show that on or around January the 22nd of 2025, Ms. Sanders was operating a school bus for Nashville Christian. On the school bus was a 6-year-old with the initials KO. They were going down Highway 70 and were going to turn left onto Highway 96 in the left turn lane. The state would intend to show a witness coming from Highway 70 going towards Dixon before approaching the intersection, observed a red car being operated in a dangerous manner. Then when going around the curve, this red car ultimately struck the school bus, causing it to ignite and catch fire. The driver, Ms. Sanders, and the 6-year-old had to get off the bus and run up the hill to the nearby church for safety reasons. At that point, whenever officers arrived and on body camera, the bus is fully engulfed in flames. This did place Ms. Sanders and the 6-year-old at risk of serious injury. On scene, Ms. Miles had a gash on her head, but ultimately when Sergeant Deloach went to speak with her, he noticed a strong smell of alcohol from her. A blood vial was ultimately collected, showing her to have 0.113 BAC. On top of mixing that with her oxymorphone, 9 nanograms of that as well mixed with it, which TBI would say would have a synergistic effect, ultimately enhancing the effects of each other, not simply 1 + 1. Inside of her purse, Ms. Miles did have a prescription for the oxymorphone, as well as a handgun. Ms. Miles is a convicted felon, and she has ultimately previously been convicted for aggravated assault, which would make this a Class B felony. This is notated on the plea petition. For your honor, ultimately, with the sentencing hearing, we'll be looking at 8 to 12 years, which will be the manner of service, and ultimately the length will be decided by your honor. As required under TCA 40-35-501, both the child endangerment as well as the felon in possession of the firearm are 100% offenses. That is notated on the plea petition. Those are the facts that the state would intend to show for purposes of the DUI with the .113 and the oxymorphone, the reckless endangerment of the bus driver, the child endangerment of KO, and the possession of a weapon by a convicted felon. Thank you.
All right, Ms. Miles, I'm not asking you to agree with those facts, but do you understand that's what the state's evidence would be if you went to trial?
Yes, Your
You
Honor.
still wish to plead no contest?
Yes, sir.
Are you satisfied with your attorney's services?
Yes, sir.
You feel that Mr. Flanagan's done a good job of representing you competently?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Flanagan, you know of any reason she should not enter these pleas?
No.
And we need to go ahead then and set a sentencing hearing. I do find that she is guilty in count 2 of driving under the influence of an intoxicant. Count 4, I found her guilty of reckless endangerment with a deadly weapon. Count 6, I found her guilty of child endangerment of a child less than 8 years of age. And count 8, I found her guilty of being a felon in possession of a firearm. We will then set a sentencing hearing. I assume that September would probably be as early as we can get that done.
We could, if you would allow.
July. My criminal docket is on the 14th of July. VOP day would be 28th. We can set it at 1 o'clock on the 28th of July.
Please, because I'll be in trial on homicide.
Is the 28th okay? All right. Mr. Flanagan, is that all right for you?
It is, sir.
We'll set it at 1, let's do it at 1:30 just to be safe, but 1:30. We need a pre-sentence report, yes. July this 28th. All right.
Okay.
All right, at the jail is, are you Ronnie McCoy? You're muted, you'll have to unmute that device.
Yes, Your Honor, I have, Brian McCoy.
All right, Mr. McCoy, your lawyer has asked that you be brought down, so we're going to bring you down so that you can hopefully dispose of this case, all right?
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Violation of probation, do you understand you have a right to plead not guilty and to have a hearing where the state would be required to prove to the legal standard that you had violated your probation?
Yeah.
You understand you'd have the right to have a lawyer and have one appointed if you cannot afford your own?
Yes.
Do you understand that if you went to that hearing and I found you guilty, you could appeal what I did in your case to the Court of Criminal Appeals and have a lawyer appointed to help you with that appeal?
Yes, sir.
You understand that by pleading guilty, you're going to be waiving your right to the hearing and to the appeal. All I'm going to do is revoke you to serve your sentence with credit for all your time.
Yes, sir.
You understand everything I've explained to you?
Yeah.
Do you want to plead guilty according to that understanding?
Yes.
And upon your plea of guilty, I order that you be revoked to serve your sentence with credit for all your time, and your lawyer has set forth all of the days that you're entitled to on this document, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, thank you, Mr.
Thank you,
Atchison.
Judge. I'll get it to you as soon as they get it hooked up.
Have we heard from Crystal Wilkerson before we bring out Derek Dillard?
I believe they're back there speaking with him. I've got Kadarius Godwin.
Okay. Darius Godwin, page 6. All right, now I'm ready if you are. Just, if the public defender will cooperate by letting him have that table for us to have this hearing on Mr. Cardarius Godwin.
Could you state your name for the record, please?
Darius Godwin,
Okay. And Mr. Godwin, where are you currently being housed?
Dixon County Jail,
Okay. And how long have you been there?
2.5 years.
Okay. Did you do some time before that on this case?
Yes.
Okay. And now, was some of that time at the outset of the case where there was a capias issued for a failure to appear? Okay. And did we have a motion to reinstate your bond based on that being a communication error with Ms. Fordyce?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And was your bond reinstated based on that hearing?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Have you ever had any other failures to appear?
No, sir.
Okay. And were the charges against you in Lawrenceburg, were those dismissed?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And if you were released, where would you be living?
Lawrenceburg, Tennessee.
Okay. And is that an apartment?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And did you live in Lawrenceburg while this case has been pending when you were on release?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Did you fail to appear at any time for
No,
that?
sir. No, sir.
For any of these hearings?
No.
Okay. Would you be willing to wear an ankle monitor if you were released, if the court required that?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And any other conditions, would you comply with those?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And do you have other family in the Lawrenceburg area?
No, sir.
Okay. Do you have other family in the Middle Tennessee area?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And who are some of those?
And the Tosca Godwin,
Okay. And where does she live?
Murfreesboro.
Did you stay in contact with her often?
Mm-hmm.
Is she in the courtroom today?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And how much bond could you afford if you were released?
I don't know.
Okay. Did you work while you were out?
Yes, sir.
Okay. What type of work did you do?
Cabinet installation.
Cabinet installation?
Mm-hmm.
Did you work at some restaurants?
Mm-hmm. I worked at Chili's.
At Chili's? And did you work at Applebee's?
Mm-hmm.
And you've stayed in contact with me anytime you've been out?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Would you continue to stay in contact with me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Those are my questions, Your Honor.
General Bryson?
Mr. Godwin, you have a pretty lengthy criminal history, is that right?
Yeah, mostly from a juvenile.
Okay. When did you get your first criminal offense?
2007.
Okay. And that would be when you got your robbery, ag burglary, a second robbery, an aggravated kidnapping, a theft of property, and an especially aggravated burglary, an aggravated robbery, an aggravated kidnapping, and a carjacking. You got all of those in 2007, is that right?
Yeah, it says a juvenile.
And you were transferred to adult court?
Yes.
Have you ever failed to appear for a court date other than the one where there was a mix-up with Ms. Fordyce?
No.
Are you sure?
I can't remember.
So you don't remember failing to appear in 2017 or driving on revoked here in Dixon County?
No, ma'am.
You don't remember pleading guilty to that, to a contempt of court in 2018?
No, ma'am.
So do you think if your criminal history shows that, is it wrong or you just don't remember? No, different question.
It's a different question, overruled.
So are you saying if your criminal history shows that it's wrong or you don't remember?
I just don't remember that one.
Do you think your behavior in the jail has been good?
Yes, I'm in the honor pod.
Have you had any jail write-ups during your time?
Yes,
What have you been written up for in the jail?
destruction of county property.
What did that involve?
I broke a visitation handpiece
Is that your only write-up in the jail?
that I was charged and found guilty of, yes.
Have you been written up for other things that you weren't found guilty of?
Yes,
What else were you written up for?
for letting somebody use my phone PIN number, but it was a mix-up.
Have you, during your time in the jail, have you ever had your phone privileges suspended?
No,
Where did you say you intend to work if you get out?
well, I'm starting to go back to CDL school.
CDL school?
Yes, ma'am.
And where will that be?
Columbia.
Is that something you have to apply for?
I already started the application process.
Okay. So have you turned in that application?
Yes.
And when will you hear back on if you've been accepted?
I don't know yet. It's still in progress.
The place that you're going to live, will that be with other people?
Yes.
Who else will be living in that house?
Emily McCall,
Okay. Who is Emily McCall?
my girlfriend.
Does she have kids?
No,
Will anyone else be in the house?
no.
During your time in jail, have you maintained communication with Miss McCall?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Have her calling privileges ever been suspended to you?
No.
Are you sure?
Yes.
So you don't remember when her call privileges, her video call privileges were suspended?
Yeah, her visitation was.
Okay, why was her visitation suspended?
I don't remember.
Could it have been because of sex acts on those phone visitation?
Maybe yes.
A sex act? Is
Yes,
this a
Judge.
video call from the jail? Is that
Yes,
correct?
Judge. So you don't remember or you don't want to say?
No, I said it could have been
It could have
sexual
been.
conversations.
Nothing further, Judge.
Mr. Spratt, do you have any redirect?
About 5 years.
5 years. And you've done how long in jail? You said 2.5 years this time. Do you know how much you did up front?
Up front, about 11 months, almost a year.
So almost